Hitpoint.
Hello, Hitpoint here, and today we're going to play some Morrowind. Morrowind's one of my favorite games. I always come back to it at least a few times a year, and I kind of want to do a video on it, so I figured I'd record some footage, and we can you guys can kind of play along with me as well.
Stand up.
Oh, it's glitched for a second.
You were dreaming. What's your name?
So this is Giab, the same Giab from the Soul Cairn in Skyrim. What should his name be? I like my orcs, so I'm probably going to play an orc. His name would be... Barak the Orc.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
I'll have to turn on subtitles. I have a bunch of mods installed.
This is where
I do have like Tamriel rebuilt and all that stuff, which I might go explore, because I'm thinking the video I want to do might at least involve Tamriel rebuilt to some extent. So we can definitely check it out. I have the latest version of it, I'm pretty sure. If I don't, I'll just get the latest one. So sometimes this loading screen can take a little bit. It's only this loading screen, I'm not sure why. Oh no, that's fast.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
So we'll do orc. Why is my race not changing? Oh, there we go. Oh my god. What kind of face is this? That's pretty bad. Oh, sweet. Let's be an old man. If I recall, they have one where there's little glasses too. I'm cool with that.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
So if it's your first time seeing Morrowind, I'll try and get into some of the mechanics. Probably won't go too in depth. There's plenty of guides out there if you want to learn how to play. I thought about doing some, because I know just about everything about the game, but I don't know, maybe I will in the future. So I want subtitles. I'm worried about touching anything and it breaking a mod.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released.
So unfortunately, Morrowind isn't very stable.
Do this, and the choice is yours.
So I always recommend doing custom class. Agility is really important in Morrowind because it allows you to hit things more frequently. It's not like Skyrim or Oblivion where you just aim your sword and swing and you'll land a hit. It's based on tabletop rules, so it's all about dice rolls. Let's give him a big hammer. Heavy armor's fine. Let's see. Athletics. I like putting athletics as a major just because it takes forever to raise otherwise. Resto's okay. I try and avoid taking magic skills just because enchantments are so much better and easier to get. Maybe I'll give him mysticism so he can teleport and stuff. It doesn't really matter what I pick. This is just the stuff that's gonna level me up. I'm gonna be raising all the other ones as well, anyway. So what don't I have? That's kind of really all I want them to do. I rarely use marksman. I could try it, I just don't see why I would need it. Really. Alchemy's pretty good. So it doesn't really matter what I pick here. I kind of want to pick skills that the orc isn't good with, because it will get me more overall levels in the end. Usually over here I just take like speechcraft, mercantile. Usually I keep armorer as a minor, because it's an easy way to level up strength. Or not a minor, whatever it is. At least so many options for things. I guess I'll give him alteration to open locks early on. Until I can get a ring of some kind. Acrobatics I always also don't ever pick, just because it's easy to raise. Alchemy, yeah, I'll take alchemy. It's good to know what potions can do. It's really all that I want. Hand-to-hand is speed. Let's take sneak. Pretty sure I'll still have agility. Stuff I can raise outside. It'll be a sneaky heavy armor to work, I guess. And that's kind of barbarian-esque. That should be fine.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
I like taking ones that give you a power, instead of giving you a buff to your starting points. Like, I like the lover, because it gives you the agility and the paralyze. And the ritual is pretty good too. The warrior is alright, like fortifying your attack is a pretty good increase, but I think I'm just going to take the lover for that extra agility. And the paralyze is very good.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
52 hit points, that's a little weird. Yeah, its starting agility is pretty good. Oh god, he's slow though. You should have a lot of carrying weight though, so it shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, he moves okay. So essentially this parchment, if I can pick it up, just says you've been released by the Emperor from whatever crimes you had committed. Oops, I almost forgot how to pause. So I'm just taking this to get some startup money. If you drop it and then pick it up again, now it's considered yours, because stealing in this game is really realistic. And there's a little bit of a tutorial here. It kind of teaches you how to drink things and pick up items and use a weapon, but I already know all that. So first thing we're going to try is to open this chest. There's no mini game like in the newer games. You just kind of poke it until it opens. Simple, but it works. So I usually just take the good stuff from here. Then they make you get this ring. Which just gives you access to the magic menu. So we start with detect creature, that's it. So I just picked mysticism.
Your papers, please.
So you give this guy your papers and he essentially tells you about Morrowind a little bit and that you've been released from prison on an errand for the Emperor. And you're to deliver a package to Kai's Cascades in Balmora. And if you do so, you'll basically be granted your freedom. So they just let you go basically on your word, which I don't know why they trust you. I'm some weird sneaky orc. I'm gonna try and get this if I can. There's a warehouse key here I want. Okay, well I didn't get it perfect, but he didn't catch me right away, so it should be good. Just drop everything that I've stolen. And he forgives me. And now it's all mine. Yeah, the stealing system isn't exactly very nuanced in this game. Okay, if I could pick this up, there we go. So that was all in the interest of startup money. I have some mods I have to activate. Should just take a minute. Also, I have a separate leveling mod installed that's a little bit different than the original that a friend recommended to me. I'll have to put a link to that. I just wanted to see if I would like it. So there's a ton of good stuff in here, like drugs and other things that a hero obviously needs. Let's get Pauldron. It's also good to just come in here and steal a bunch of starting gear. You get new gear pretty quickly in this game. And there's more than just like a chest piece and boots and whatever. You have each individual piece of armor, basically. So each shoulder, each wrist, each... Well, the boots are one thing. But you get what I'm saying, I think. Nothing super good yet. It's kind of random what's in these ones. Huh? Steel. Crap, I think I'm not hidden right now. Well, I'm gonna load my save. Nothing too good anyway. I can probably just search that one chest, but while I wait for him to go away, I can come up here and take all this stuff. Need both gauntlets. It's pretty lucky. Some more drugs. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I guess this is all just contraband. The stuff in these barrels is set, so I can reliably come here for a bunch of startup money. And I know who to sell all these drugs to make the most money. That's right, the hero of Morrowind starts out as a drug dealer. That's why Morrowind's so special. All of them, really. You can do that in any of them if you wanted to. Alright, I think that's good for the startup cash. So if I give this guy his ring back, the trader over here will like me better. Because that was the ring we found in that barrel back there was his, and they had stolen it from him, basically. Because they're jerks. Dude, this guy looks cool. I like that helmet. Hey, this guy doesn't like drugs. I just gotta remember not to leave it here, like I've done a million times in the past. But I can sell him the first couple things I got in order to get my starting equipment. If you didn't know, you can sell these directions to Caius Casades' house for 1 GP. Okay. I got some steel, which is good. I don't really need the gauntlets yet. 22. Oh, these are actually better. He has an iron helmet. I just need some boots if he has any. Doesn't look like he does. And also need one of these. So this scroll will teleport me if I get lost. And I probably want like a vitality scroll if I can afford it. So bartering in this game, you can actually haggle a little bit and get better prices and stuff and ask for more coin. Sometimes they refuse, but sometimes they accept. Depends on your mercantile skill. A lot of the systems in this game are based on dice rolls. I didn't even buy a weapon. He has an iron hammer I can buy. They're pretty cheap. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get away with that. Alright, so I got my starting stuff. It should at least get me to first town. Just in case I need it.
Go ahead, stranger. Any time now. Go ahead, stranger.
It is my duty to help those less fortunate.
So yeah, I've got a bunch of mods installed. A lot of it's the Morrowind graphics and sound overhaul, but I also have just a bunch of random texture mods and other various things. I don't even remember all the ones that I have, but it's quite a few. So yeah, I usually start off just delivering at least the package to Caius Casades just to get it out of my inventory, and he gives you a little bit of gold too. And then I kind of decide what I feel like doing with the character.
Why walk when you can ride?
I really like this Balmora palette that I got. The white kind of concrete look. So I will be jumping around a lot, you'll notice. That's to get your acrobatics up, and that helps get my character stronger on level ups with strength. And also, it's actually a very good way to get around quickly when you get it high enough. So here's Caius Casades. He's some weird, smelly old man with a drug problem. And I like how transparent he is, because he just met you, and he admits that he has a skooma problem. But we tell him that we got this package for him, and we deliver it. And it says a bunch of secret stuff about you that you don't find out about until later. And it turns out he's a blade. And you are, according to the letter, you're to follow his instructions. So we get his first orders, and he basically says, go out and adventure, and come back when you feel like you're ready. But I am ready, and I want the money that he gives you. Oh, he already gave it to us, the 200 drakes. But you can just hit the next orders, and it will put it in your journal, so you can just come back to it easier later. He does have a pretty sweet skooma pipe.
Do you want something from me?
And he lets you use his bed if you want to, which we probably will at some point. Alright, so here we go. I got Smashy the Orc. So I want to go sell these drugs to start. I could just go straight to the Redoran Vaults in Vivec, which have a whole bunch of really good stuff. But I think I'm gonna just kind of play it straight for a little while before I think about doing stuff like that. I mean, it's fun, but it's one of those things like where you cheat and it's fun for 10 minutes and then it's not fun anymore. So I'd rather kind of work my way up to my good gear, or at least go to the Redoran Vaults when I feel like there's no point in waiting anymore. This is Caldera. It is attached to... You can teleport using these mages via the Mages Guild. One of the fast travel options in Morrowind. People say there's no fast travel in Morrowind, but there is. And it's actually quite convenient, especially when you can just teleport on your own using spells. I find it actually kind of more convenient than the current ones. It just takes longer to be able to do. So this is Gorak Manor, and in here is a special NPC who will pay point for point everything that you sell to him, including drugs. I have his gold set to like a bajillion, just to make things faster. But as you can see, like, he's paying exactly how much this is worth. And that works for armor and stuff too, so we'll be visiting him quite a bit. Normally he only has 5,000, and which is still pretty good, but there's also another NPC who's hidden that has 10,000 gold to barter with. And I just found it kind of silly that there are items that are worth more than 10,000 gold in the game, but you'll never get that amount for them. So I changed it. Now we have some money for spells. I do want to shop around before I forget and get a few of them. He sells them.
Are useless.
So ones that I'm looking for, I want recall. That'll come in handy later.
Anytime now.
I'm just gonna get a few to start.
Yes.
So I was thinking I would maybe try doing the temple quests, because I haven't really done them before. I've done like a good chunk of them, but I've never finished it. And maybe the Imperial Cult as well at the same time, if I can do both. I'm not sure if I can. She doesn't really have anything. Paralysis is good for weapon enchantments. So enchanting is a huge part of Morrowind, and it's one of the reasons why I feel like it's still worth coming back to. Because you can do a lot of really crazy stuff with enchanting in this game. It's really expensive for Levitate. I might hold off on that. Like, I'll load up one of my other characters at some point and show you guys if you guys are liking the series. But you can do like just so much with it. You can combine spells in really fun ways. That's just kind of missing from the newer games. Restore health spell. It should be fine for now. I got water walking and stuff. So I guess I can start the temple questline.
Those boots are ruined.
The armor at the Fighters Guild should have some boots for me too. Probably just going to join up with them because I'm going to be doing a lot of training here. Training isn't restricted like it is in the newer games. You can train as much as you want per level. And it costs gold, but Gold's pretty easy to come by, and you don't really have a lot to spend gold on in this game other than training and enchanting stuff. Now he likes me a little bit better, and I can buy some boots. That gives me a good deal on those. So I'll pay it. So I'll show you some of the training now. So Morrowind, and same with Oblivion actually, you have your major and minor skills. Now leveling these up will level up your character level. So your actual level from 1 to 2. If you level up the miscellaneous skills, it goes into a pool and it works towards different attributes. So like this, so like block is tied to agility. Every 2 points in block I gain, I get 1 extra point on level up towards agility. So if I get this from 20 to 30, next level up I'll have the option to increase my agility by 5 points. And I'll kind of show you what it looks like when we do level up. But for now I think I'm going to try and find some training. And because these skills under here, the miscellaneous skills aren't major or minor, it's not going to level me up before I can get this to +5. Which is kind of why I chose my skills the way I did. Like these are all the lowest value they can be. Because this will allow me to level up the most, basically. Getting agility would be good. He has hand-to-hand, which is speed, yeah. So I have really garbage speed, so I should probably do this. But I'm going to maybe try and bribe him first. Okay. My personality is probably really bad. I want to get this up 10 points. Have enough money? Oh, my speed is increasing when I train. That must be from the new leveling up system. So now when I level up, I should be able to increase my speed by 5. Although this leveling system might change that actually. Yeah, it looks like it's an experience points based system too. That's interesting. I'll see if I like it. I can turn it off if I don't. It seems pretty cool so far. Okay, now I'm broke from that, but that was some good speed training. I think this mod also uncaps these, so like you can go over 100, which should be interesting to see. Oh yeah, I got these boots. So let's go join up with the temple. We'll make sure to follow that one through to the end at least. It's crazy, I've been playing this game since 2003, like basically when it came out. And I still haven't done everything. I still haven't done all the quest lines. There's just so many. I'm gonna join the temple.
What do you want?
I should be able to talk to someone in here about it. Should probably be saving more often. This game does crash sometimes. So I can get a blessing. So why not? The spell effects are really cool in this game too. Like I have them modded, but even before the mods they were. Someone here must be able to hook me up. Just spell making, which is nice. Nice thing in Morrowind is you can make your own spells. So if I want a spell that can paralyze a guy and also do fire damage or something, I can totally do that. Maybe I have to go to Vivek to join the temple or something. Oh, here we go. You have a promising look. Perhaps we could use you. I look like an old, crappy orc. I'll join the temple. Remember, the first quest is to do pilgrimage. That's probably why it put me off of doing it for so long. Pilgrimages of the Seven Graces. At pilgrimage sites, the temple maintains shrines commemorating sacred events. By retracing the holy fates of saints and heroes, and by contemplating their experiences, the faithful may advance on the path of enlightenment. So she gives me a book which details the locations of various pilgrimage locations. What kind of training does she have? I'm not high enough yet. Alright, so we have to go to all these locations, which is actually a really good starter quest, because you have to explore. There is no quest marker in this game, so you're kind of just going off of whatever the quest givers tell you. Which has its upsides and downsides. I mean, for me it's not too bad because I've been playing the game so long. But for someone brand new who doesn't know where anything is, it can be kind of confusing. But usually the directions are not terrible. Sometimes they are. Anyways, I think this is a good spot to end this episode for now. Next episode I think we'll start our pilgrimages and become the best temple layman they've ever seen. If you liked what you saw, please consider subscribing to my channel for more of my content, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.